Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2020 Connect 271 RL SE. This is a rear living room floor plan, somewhat lightweight, comes in a little under 5,800 pounds. You have the big super slide with a dinette and a sofa, and this really is a great couples model. We'll actually start over here on the kitchen. So if we start all the way at the front, you'll see that you have a pantry. Open that up so you have some good storage off to the side of the fridge. The Everchill compressor driven refrigerator. These are awesome to have. So with this, cools down nice and quickly, just like your residential refrigerator, but this actually runs off your batteries. And if you have enough solar, you can actually basically keep this thing powered, which is pretty fantastic. You will see here you have the freezer up above and then your travel lock, so that way things aren't flying open on you. Making our way back a little bit further, we get into the countertop. It is what they call a seamless countertop or a thermoformed countertop where it's not a T-mold. And with this style, it allows you to undermount the sink, as you can see here, for a much cleaner overall look. It is a single basin stainless steel bowl, high-rise faucet, and off to the side is your 3-burner cooktop with the glass cover, so you can utilize this as prep space. This, of course, folds up and back. This doubles as a backsplash. You have 3 burners, the front one being high output. It's a Furion cooktop, so the knobs light up just like so. And underneath is an oven if you want to do some baking. You'll see over here to the side, 3 full extension ball bearing drawers, so you have enough room for your flatware and anything else you need to put in there. Enough space for a trash can underneath the sink. And if you look up top, LED lights in the kitchen. You have an electrical outlet right over here with space in the back, so you have a spot to put your coffee maker or toaster, storage up top, microwave, and hood directly underneath that. Also around to the side, open this guy up, and you will see right in there you have some extra storage, which if you need it for additional kitchen space, great. I also think it's a great spot if you want to come in and kick your shoes off right down below. You have the storage there, so it's not cluttering up your main entryway. Now, as I mentioned, this one does end in an RL, which stands for rear living, and that's what you have here. So you have 2 recliners, Thomas Paine collection. They're very, very comfortable. Actually, you sit in them, you can see just sink right down, has the armrest built in. They are recliners. What you do is you put your hands here and kind of push back. The back will drop, the legs come up. That way you can, kick back, take a load off. And they're fairly lightweight, so they're pretty easy to move around if you so choose. You will notice the big rear picture window there as well, and you have end tables on both sides with additional cubby hole storage plus electrical outlet, so you have a place to plug in your electronics and storage all the way across the top. Over to the side is the super slide jackknife style sofa. They don't have armrests. I kind of wish they did, just because it makes it a little more comfortable to sit in on the sofa, but that's fairly easily remedied with some throw pillows you can use as pseudo armrests. And if you take a look underneath, you will see all the great storage that comes with the jackknife sofa. And this does drop down into a bed as well. Next to that is the dinette that also drops down into some sleeping space. You have the table here, plenty of room for 4 people, so you can comfortably have a meal there or play a game together. Easy access storage underneath. You'll see that on both sides. And in lieu of storage up top, they went with larger windows to let in more natural light during the day. Right up above me is the ducted AC. It does have a quick dump feature, so you can open that up, helping to quickly cool off this main living area. Then you can close it, so that way it runs through the ductwork. You also see the floor, or the floor has your in-floor heating there. So rather than coming through the cabinetry, it comes right up through the floor. And in the back, this is where your TV will be mounted if you want one. Connections for that are up top. You'll also see these right here. These will just plug into the TV. Those are connected to this multimedia center, which is a DVD player. It also controls the speakers in here as well as outside, and is Bluetooth capable. And you will also see some additional storage there underneath. The bathroom in the 271 is a walk-through bath. Now, I know a lot of people don't like this because if you have guests, it makes it a little more awkward to use the bathrooms. It's right by the bedroom, and obviously if someone's in the bathroom, it kind of locks you up in the bedroom in front of the camper. But the thing I do like about it is if it's just the 2 of you, it's actually quite ideal because it makes it much larger. If you have a side aisle bath, they're small, they're closed in. When you have a walk-through bath, it really allows you to open up the space, which gives you a space to change. Because again, oftentimes up front in the travel trailer, the bedrooms are pretty closed in. If we take a look over to this side, you will see the sink top, a little bit of plumbing access and storage there underneath. Mirrored medicine cabinet with storage up top. Your tank monitoring panel is in here. It is worth noting your water heater does run off both propane and electric, and you can turn both those on at the same time for faster recovery. Neo-angle shower. I am 6 foot tall, kind of give you an idea of size here. Even without the skylight, I can still stand up. Now I do touch the ceiling, but I can still stand up there with the skylight. You can probably be 6'1", maybe 6'2", and be able to shower in here without having to bend down. The hand wand makes showering a little bit easier, and a shelf built in there as well. You'll also see the doors are on a roller track, so that way all the water goes right down the door into the shower pan rather than a curtain where a lot of times it's making a mess of water on your floor. And then right back here, kind of tucked away, is your foot flush lever toilet. And again, as I mentioned, a walk-through bath, you have more space. You can see I have pretty good shoulder space here, more than enough leg room there as well, so it's a little more comfortable. You don't feel super closed in and cramped. And right behind me, you have an excellent linen closet. Now, if we take a look up front, this is the bedroom. You have a slider style door here, so again, that way you can close it off. Queen bed in the center with storage underneath. You'll see that is strut assisted, so it's very easy to access that storage. And then on both sides is a mirrored wardrobe. I'll open that up. You can see the hanging rod going across, shelf connecting the two right up top here, windows on both sides. And if you look at the far side right up on the ceiling, you will also see there is connection for TV if you want a TV in the bedroom. With the slide closed in the 271, you'll see how you rearrange the chairs. It's actually quite simple. Just turn them both to the side. That way you have space for the slide to close up. And as you can see, there is a walk through here. You have a path. That way you can walk up and access the refrigerator if you need to pull off on the side of the road. And also you have access to the bathroom as well as the bedroom. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the 2020 Connect 271 RL SE. Right up front, this unit comes with a power tongue jack, which makes it a lot easier to connect and disconnect from your tow vehicle. Play on the name there. You'll see all you have to do is flip the switch here, the rocker switch, to raise the tongue up and down. And also you have a light right up front for added visibility at night. You also have manual override in the rare event that the motor does fail. You have two 20-pound propane tanks with a cover behind that, and you'll also notice not only rails for your battery, but a battery disconnect switch. That way you can just flip that switch and kill all power to the RV so you don't have that constant drain when it's sitting in the off season. You'll notice the Diamond Etch plating on the front, helping to protect that front end from rocks and debris that may get thrown up by a tow vehicle. And as you come around to the side, solar prep. So that way if you want solar, simply buy the portable panels, plug it in right there. That's already pre-wired and it will trickle charge your battery. The pass-through compartment has a covered hinge so you don't have a bunch of rust coming down your door. It also has a magnetic catch and a key-alike system, meaning that it has a unique key, not your standard 751, so that way anything you put in here is more secure. As you take a look in the pass-through, you'll see how nice and large and open it truly is. Of course, you have an LED light in there. And the big entrance doors mean that you can put in some larger executive chairs, grills, or any other large items that you can manage to squeeze in there. If you see the power awning, you'll see again how long that is. Just touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to roll it right back up, and it has an LED light strip on it. And right underneath that are your two outside speakers that are connected to that multimedia center inside, but as I mentioned, that unit is Bluetooth capable. Right down here is your black tank flush. So instead of having to stick a hose down your toilet to wash out your black tank, you just hook it up right here. Make sure it's not squirting water all over the place, because next to that is your electrical outlet. But that is quite convenient if you need to plug in, basically anything out here, whether it's a TV or if you need to charge a cell phone, plug in a blender, an electric griddle if you're making breakfast, really whatever you want. Making our way back a little bit further, you have the standard fold-out 3 steps here. Has a grip tape on there for extra traction, smaller grab handle there as well, so you have something to help you climb on in. This one does have a fully enclosed underbelly too to help keep out some of the road grime and hopefully some of the critters in the off-season, as well as help keep things a little bit toastier in some colder conditions. You will see the square tubular bumper with end caps. Gives you a convenient spot in which you can store your sewer hose. The unit does come with a spare tire. It's not currently on there. It was damaged. It's getting replaced, but just know that the unit does come with one. Right up top in the center is backup camera prep. So if you want a backup camera, having the prep makes it easier to install, meaning it'll save you money on labor. And right back here is your cable and satellite inlet. As we make our way up to the very front, you will see right up here you have a couple things. So 50 amp detachable power supply, you got the 50 amp on there, which is wonderful. Directly underneath that, outside shower with both hot and cold water access. If you drop down, you will see your termination with both your black and gray tank valves there. And lastly, your 2 water fills. You have the one right up here to fill the fresh tank, and right underneath is the city water inlet. All right, folks, and that wraps it up. Again, this is a 2020 Connect SE 271RL. If you're interested in this travel trailer and you would like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.